Hello, very good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope all of you are fine and safe at your home. Hi, I am Vaibhav Shah, and today we are going to discuss about the causes of unemployment, in which today we will discuss point number 9 and point number 10, and with particularly these 2 points we will conclude this particular topic over here, and we will move towards the next topic, that is the measures to reduce unemployment. So once when we discuss all the causes of unemployment, we will move towards the measures to reduce the unemployment, because once if we able to understand all the causes of unemployment, then we will start discussing regarding the measures to reduce all the level of unemployment over here. In previous sessions, we discussed almost 8 points of the causes of unemployment, and now let us move towards the 9th point, that is low mobility of workers. In many circumstances, lack of mobilization among laborers is also a reason for unemployment. In India, due to social reasons, family relations, language, religion, casteism, culture, lack of information, lack of transportation facilities, and problem of housing are few reasons which restrain mobilization and increase problem of unemployment. So here in this particular paragraph we discussed some of the reasons which obstruct, or we can say which becomes a hurdle for the low mobility of workers, or we can say the mobility of workers. Basically, it may happen that in some of the regions or some of the areas of the country are having a very high level of population, and amongst them there is a possibility that there is a high level of unemployment also there. But if some of the workers from that particular area move towards the other states or to other regions, then up to some extent we can reduce the level of unemployment. But amongst them there are some of the factors that are affecting the mobility of workers, and that's why there is the low mobility of workers, and we cannot do anything for the unemployment. In many circumstances, lack of mobilization among laborers is also a reason for unemployment. So it may happen that due to all these reasons the people or the laborers are not able to move from their native place to anywhere else, and that's why it is not possible to reduce the unemployment, because that particular region is already highly populated and there is the highest level of availability of labor in that particular region. So we can't do anything to reduce the unemployment if the mobilization is not done, or we can say if there is a lack of mobilization among the laborers. In India, now let us discuss some of the reasons for this low mobility of workers. So in India, due to social reasons, first of all, sometimes it may happen that the society is not allowing the person to go anywhere else and work, because if they go, then there will be the problem in their marriages and further life, because the people will not accept all those family members who moved to some other places or to some other states. So first reason is a social reason. Along with that, there are other reasons of the social norms is also associated. Second one is a family relations. It may happen that sometimes when we move to other place with a family, then family member will resist that none of our relatives are there and we cannot meet them, we cannot celebrate different festival, because now we are alone in that particular place. so that family relations and sometimes mother and father is also not ready to let their child go anywhere else. This becomes the second reason for the low mobility of workers. Language, obviously language is a barrier, because in different part of a state or in different countries there is a different language that the people are using. So sometimes it may happens that you feel that you will not comfortable with that particular language of the state or region, and that's why also you are not able to move anywhere else. Then religion, it may also happens that you need some kind of temples or mosque to worship. Then also, if that kind of facilities are not available in some of the regions, or we can say the religious norms are not properly fulfilled or followed by that person when he or she moved from their particular place to another place, then also they resist to mobile, and that's why that also results into low mobility. Casteism, some of the person from a specific caste is not able to move anywhere else where the people of their particular caste is not residing, or we can say they are not ready to mix with other caste people, and that's why they are not moving. Next one is a culture. It is obvious that the culture is different in different states or even in a single state. After some of the villages or cities, the culture is also different. Some of the persons are following a highly sophisticated and Western culture, while some of the persons are following still their traditional culture. And in that case, the person who comes from somewhere else is not able to cope up with that situation, and he or she is not able to move from their native to that particular place. Next one is lack of information. Sometimes it may happen that a person is ready and willing to work somewhere else, but he is not knowing that where to go, because due to lack of information he is not able to understand that the proficiency which they are possessing will be used where. It means due to lack of information of proper job place or the proper vacancies or regarding the job profile, they are not able to move anywhere else, because if the information is easily available, then and then they can move towards the other place, and that will help in reducing unemployment. Lack of transportation facilities, sometimes it may happen that the people are not able to move anywhere else because there will be no proper transportation facility available between the place from where he is coming to the place where he wants to go. And due to that also the people is not able to move somewhere else. And the problem of housing, it may also happens that in some of the developed states or in developed cities, the housing facility is very costly, and even on a rent people is not able to have a house or have a shelter because they are not able to pay the rent of that particular house, and it also becomes one of the reason. So these are the few reasons which restrain mobilization. It means now, due to all these points, or we can say due to all these factors, the people is not able to move from his native or from his place to anywhere else, and increase problem of unemployment, because the area in which he is already residing is either highly populated or the highest level of unemployment is there, and that's why they are not able to get employment of their choice, and they have to compulsorily move to some other place. But due to the factors like social reasons, family relations, language, religion, casteism, culture, lack of information, lack of transportation facility, and problem of housing, they are not able to move to somewhere else, and that increases the problem of unemployment. First of all, line this statement from in India to up to the last increased problem of unemployment. The question will be asked like, what are the reasons that restrain mobilization of worker, or what are the reasons that responsible for the low mobility of worker from his native to anywhere else. Now let us move towards the next paragraph. People with higher education are not interested in going to rural areas, backward areas, even if they get employment. These people expect to get employment in urban area, which if not satisfied, they would prefer to remain unemployed. Attraction towards urban life and urban facilities do not show readiness among people to go to rural areas for employment. Apart from the above reasons, one of the reason is also mentioned in this particular paragraph that people with higher education are not interested in going to rural areas, backward areas, even if they get employment. We can see this kind of trend in basically a high-fi professional peoples like the doctors, advocates, engineers, chartered accountants also. Even they are not selecting a small town or a city also for the employment, because it is their thought process that their growth or development will be stopped if they choose any kind of this kind of backward, or we can say the remote areas. So along with the topic along with the factor which we discussed above, the people with higher education, that highly educated people are not interested in going to rural areas. Every year, out of the total requirement of government doctors, 70 to 75% requirement is in rural areas where primary health center or district health centers are situated, and they required a residential doctor to stay there and help the villagers. But out of this 75% requirements, only 20% is filled, because majority of the doctors are in the favor that they don't want to go in any of the remote or less facilitated area, even if they get full employment with higher salaries or higher opportunities. These people expect to get employment in urban area, which if not satisfied, they would prefer to remain unemployed. Now, what will happen? Majority of the person with highest level of degree is having the same notion in the mind to stay in a particular area, or we can say highly facilitated area. Even the people expect to get employment in urban areas. It is the basic requirement that whenever you complete the degree of a doctor, that is MBBS or MS or MD, compulsorily you have to work 5 years for the government hospitals. So in this situation, they are choosing the hospital with all facility or a particular city or a particular region only. And if once they completed their training, or we can say apprentice in that particular hospital of 5 years, now at the time of placement to job, they will choose a high qualified, or we can say high facilitated area where they can live a peaceful life. And even that, if they are not able to get employment in their particular area, then they would prefer to remain unemployed, but they are not choosing the job in a backward area or in a less developed area. This is also one of the factors that affect the unemployment and affect the less mobility of employees. Attraction towards urban life and urban facilities do not show readiness among people to go to rural areas for employment. So that is the reason that attraction towards urban life, because all the facilities 24 by 7 is available in a urban area, which is not available in rural area, because sometimes there is a lack of electricity or lack of a proper facilities is there in the rural area. But urban life is so peaceful because of all the facilities. So the attraction toward urban life and the urban facilities do not show readiness among people to go to rural areas, even for some less time, or we can say even for some particular time period, say for example 2 years, 3 years or 5 years. Even they are not ready to go in that particular area for this less number of years. They choose or they prefer to be unemployed but not ready to go in a particular state. And sometimes it may happen that whatever we are seeing today in the city area, that more number of doctors are available. What do you think? All of them are getting a good number of patients? No. Even if they choose a particular place like village area or any remote area, then there will be highest possibility that they will get a more number of patients than in the city area. So it may happen that they choose to be unemployed, or they select the area where the less number of patients available but not ready to go anywhere else like remote or the village areas. Now let us discuss the 10th and last point of the reasons or causes of unemployment. Lack of infrastructural facilities. In rural areas, because of lack of infrastructural facilities, unemployment has become a major problem. In rural area, lack of transportation facilities, lack of proper roads, lack of education, health and electricity facilities are the reasons of low generation of employment. As such, in rural areas, for industries, there are availability of laborers at low wages and easy availability of raw materials for agro-based industries. But due to lack of continuous and required electricity, industrialists do not wish to establish industries in rural areas. As a result, new employment cannot arise and unemployment exists. So last but not least is the lack of infrastructural facilities. As we all know that majority of the Indian population is still residing in a village area. So it is obvious that majority of the unemployed people are also residing in a rural area. But due to the lack of infrastructural and other facilities, we are not able to provide them full employment. And the reasons behind this lack of infrastructural facilities is discussed here, which we are going to discuss now. In rural areas, because of lack of infrastructural facilities, unemployment has become a major problem. It means majority of the industries which we are seeing today is concentrated on city areas only. None of the industrialists is wish to have their own industry or factory in a village area. And the main reason behind this non-establishment is lack of infrastructural facilities. So here we will discuss about these infrastructural facilities. In rural area, lack of transportation facilities. Because of lack of proper passengers, or we can say the lack of proper raw material availability or proper goods to transport, there is no proper way of transportation facilities in rural area. Even in some of the remote and undeveloped rural areas, the straight transport bus is also not available. It means whenever they want to visit nearest city for their requirements, they have to compulsorily walk for 3 to 5 kilometers, and then they are able to get any kind of vehicle that will help them to reach nearest area or to nearest city. That is the lack of transportation facility. Second one is lack of proper roads, because as the industries are not developed, there is not requirement of a proper 2 lane, 3 lane or 4 lane roads. Because when industries are not there, there is no requirement of transportation of raw materials, labors, tools, equipments, etc. And that's why the government is also not showing any interest in developing or building a proper roads in a rural area. So with that also we can say the lack of proper roads, lack of education. In majority, even nearest about 80% of the village areas are having the education up to the primary education only. It means either 7th standard or up to 8th standard only. And after that, if the particular person wants to study more, then compulsorily they have to move towards the nearest city area or to nearest developed area where the availability of school is there. And because of this reason, majority of the villagians are not able to getting the full education, because either they are not ready to move towards nearest place or they are lacking the fund for further education. So along with the lack of transportation, lack of proper roads, there is a lack of education is also responsible. Health and electricity facilities are the reasons of low generation of employment. Along with these 3 points, the health is also very much important point, because there is non-availability of full-time doctors or nurses in the village area. In spite of government is forcing them to open a hospital or to clinic in rural areas on government expenses, then also there is a lack of proper medical facility, or we can say the health facility. Electricity is the major reason for not developing any of the industries in a rural area, because basically the main occupation of the rural area is agriculture, and government is providing 8 hours of electricity only for irrigation purpose. So remaining 16 hours they have to stay without the availability of electricity. Or if the electricity and its power delivery or power transmission is there, then also sometimes the unavailability of electricity is for 2 or 3 hours, and because of that industries are not showing any interest in establishment in these particular areas. So all this reason is for not having a proper employment facilities in rural areas. As such, in rural areas for industries, there are availability of laborers at low wages and easy availability of raw material for agro-based industries. Basically compared to urban areas, in rural area for industries there are very high availability of laborers, because majority part in India there is prevailing a seasonal or disguised unemployment, where people are not getting a full employment for all the 12 months. So they are ready and eager to work in any of the field where they are able to get a full time working, or say a full time employment. And all these laborers are available at a lower wage rate than the availability in city areas. Along with availability of laborers, the low wages are also one of the reason for having a high level of employed, or we can say the person who are ready to work. And easy availability of raw materials for agro based industries. Whatever industries are there, They are basically using the agricultural produce as a raw material for their factories or companies for production. Majority occupation of the Indian villages are agriculture, and that's why they are producing different kind of cash crops that will be useful for the production of the industries, and that's why the availability of agro based industry and raw material is very high in rural areas. So there is two benefit by establishing industries in rural area is, first one is availability of laborers at low wages, and second one is easy availability of raw material. But in spite of these two, due to lack of continuous and required electricity, that means there is no availability of continuous and full pledge, that is the requirement of the electricity is higher while the availability of electricity is lower. So due to lack of continuous and required electricity, industrialists do not wish to establish industries in rural areas. So along with all these reasons, that is the lack of transportation, lack of proper road, lack of education, health and electricity, the industrialists are not willing to open or establish their industries in a rural area, and as a result new employment cannot arise because already existing unemployment is very high. And if the government will not take any of the charge and start industries, or we can say if the private industries are also not established in this particular area, then the unemployment will exist and the rate of unemployment will be higher. Now, let us move towards the conclusion of this particular topic. Apart from the above reasons, in India, lack of national employment policy, lack of conducive environment for development of industries and trade, underutilization of natural resources are also responsible for increase in unemployment. So along with these 10 reasons, or we can say apart from the above 10 reasons in India, first one is lack of national employment policy. It is a one kind of policy where the rules regarding employment, their minimum wages, their working hours, facilities to be provided to employees, their basic requirements, their educational qualification, etc. All the criteria are included, and the government is recruiting any of the new person according to this national employment policy and their procedure. But here in India, we are facing a lack of this national employment policy. So, no such kind of policy available. Second one is lack of conducive environment for development of industries and trade. Government is providing a facility to start industries and to give employment or for the development of trade, but they are not willing to do in a full pledge. It means whatever availability of these facilities is not enough for creating industries, or we can say for the generation of more employment, because here in India the conducive environment for development of industries where the government is encouraging more number of industries and trade in a particular region is not available, and that's why the availability of industries and the development of trade is not that much enough, and so we cannot provide employment to many of the people. Next one is the underutilization of natural resources. It means in India we are having the plenty availability of labor force. If we wish to give employment to each and every person, then we are having enough availability of natural resources. But due to technological development or due to old and traditional methods that are used by the factories or industries, we are not able to tap all these untapped available natural resources in a full-fledged manner, and that's why we cannot provide the employment opportunities to majority of the people, and these are the factors that are responsible for increase in unemployment. So here we conclude this particular topic, that is the causes of unemployment, and this particular lecture also. Today we discussed last 2 points of these causes, and you have to write all these causes in your fair book in a properly manner. In examination, it may happen that in 5 marks they will ask to mention all these 10 points and explain any of the 5 points or any of the 3 points in a detail. So don't worry, you do not need to write all these answers in your examination, but you have to be prepared, because sometimes they may ask specifically that explain the point number second, third, fourth, or we can say explain the point, that is low mobility of worker and lack of infrastructural facilities. So we have to be ready with all these 10 points properly in our mind. So we'll discuss the measures to reduce unemployment from next lecture onwards. Thank you very much, class.